Hello, and welcome to Dayoth Gaming. I am your host, Tailyon, and we are playing Baldur's Gate 1 and Tales of the Sword Coast.
Can I, if none are better?
And we actually are inside the Iron Throne. And this is, if I remember correctly, this is the other pathway you can take to finding out what Saravok is doing. And we went the route of saving Duke Elton. You can kind of go both ways, to be honest, to discover what's going on. Come on, guys. Guys. Oh, that was blocked. Well, like, why are they going around?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
A simple task.
Who are you? Have you business here? What does it matter? Everything is in shambles. I expected more resistance to my breaking in. What's going on? There is very little going on here. Everything is falling apart as we speak, and one person is to blame. Yeah, it's Saravok. And just who might that be? Saravok is the foul spawn that surely did the deed. He craves the power of the Iron Throne, but for what purpose I do not know. He throws away gold like it was copper, and uses our best laid plans to inflame governments instead of bargaining for wealth. He's in line to become a Grand Duke because of his efforts to fight his own chaos. But I doubt his coronation will stop his lust for carnage. Who are you, by the way? What are you doing here? I'm here to clear my name of the murders. Well, we did kind of do that, though, so we can't really say. I'm here to kill Saravok for what he's done. I shall let you pass. The more blades that chase Saravok this night, the better. I must go now. No, you're not.
My blade will cut you down
ran.
the side.
He got away. Let's see if anybody else is on this level that we can take care of.
What do you need?
Oh, wonderful. I recognize you from descriptions given. You're the one accused of murdering our leaders, are you not? I suppose you are here to exact revenge on or some such. Well, we already defeated by one of our own, and you do not need you. You would do better to focus your efforts on Saravok rather than beating up those already beaten. Let's see. I will go to Saravok eventually. Eventually, I will destroy the network he has built first. Why do you bother? He has abandoned us, and I would not be surprised if he turned us into the Flaming Fist. He would be a hero yet again. People desperately want a hero, but with Antar Silvershield dead, I would not be surprised if Saravok was behind it from the start, though he would have to kill the other Grand Dukes if he truly wanted free reign and command. I would not put it past him, though. His ultimate goal is beyond me. He seems more interested in carnage than control. Are you through with me? I was in the process of leaving, if you don't mind. Well, actually, yeah, I'm trying to get as much experience as I can. So do you mind if I do take you out? Thank you. Whole 6 experience. Yeah. Yes, we are in the process of just taking out anybody that works for him that we can. We're going on our little own carnage. Carnage and chaos.
A simple task.
Touch me not! You are unclean.
You there, stand your ground a moment. I demand to know what it is going on here. I've been sent from Sembia to determine why this branch of Iron Throne has foundered. I have found no one who will stand still more than a second. What in blazes is going on here? Well, not ask Saravok. He seems to be the one in control now. Saravok, that upstart? Then the rumors I have heard are true. Our regional leaders here are dead, and Saravok has assumed their rules. Such arrogance. No doubt he had a hand in their demise, I'll wager. That would explain why we have not been getting reports on progress here on the coast. But what could he be up to? I shall have to report these findings to my superiors at once. What is your name and rank here? I shall report of you as well. Well, actually, I'm the person accused of killing the Iron Throne leaders. Are you now? From what I heard, Sarevok may have had a fair, more active role in that killing than any outsider. So what have you come here to do? Destroy us all to restore your name? It would seem that we now have a mutual enemy of sorts. I think my superiors would not be ungrateful if you were to remove Saravok from this organization. I would almost call this outpost of the Iron Throne a complete loss, though with Saravok gone, perhaps it could be built anew. Not if I had a say in the matter. You do not. It will be done as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow. Our damage control officers are quite effective. A setback, yes, but we will eventually recover. Perhaps not here, but elsewhere. Good day and goodbye. No. If I can, you're not going to.
Art's really not in this.
See, you're not going to go report to anybody. That is the mindset I have right now. It's mostly I'm just trying to get experience for her.
Fellow.
She's 20,000 away.
What now, I wonder? A simple task.
Let's see if there's anybody left down here. If there's cooks and such, we'll let them live. You know, they're just here to do their job. Oh, who are you? Cook? Who are you? Cook? Okay, we'll leave you both. See, I'm not that heartless. Anyone that's actual part of the organization and not just a worker, that's different.
No time to chit-chat.
Hello, why, hello, Tailyon. I suppose we should have expected your coming here. A bit of unfortunate business in Candlekeep. A what? Unfortunate? What do you know of what happened there? I know that you are unwittingly duped by Saravok, as were we. It would seem that he sacrificed our leaders just to discredit you, knowing that you were perhaps the only ones that stood in his way. Of course, he also became our leader of the Iron Throne himself, but he seems quite beyond needing us now. Such disrespect to throw us away as he did. It hardly matters now. What with his coronation imminent, I'm sure the ducal palace will never quite be the same. I must go. Pleasure chatting with you. Unless you make me lose experience? Okay, we did. Okay. I was like, unless we lose experience, no. So we lost reputation, so we will not attack you. Okay.
A simple task.
Anybody else in this area? Yeah, I'm not going to lose 7 experience or reputation over that.
For money. Yes, I do.
For 1 reputation? No, it's not worth it.
I love money. Yes, I do.
I bet you do.
I love money. Yes, I do.
I bet you do. Alright, nobody's in here. Alright. Let's head on up. I don't know if anybody will be at the higher levels. But maybe we should have came this way. It seems a lot easier than trying to fight our way through the area that we did.
Of course, yeah.
Anybody in here?
Best you make peace with your demons before I send you to meet them.
So you come back. If you were smart, Tailyon, you would have left well enough alone. I don't know how you escaped my lord's trap at Candlekeep, but you won't be getting any further than here. Why did you come back here? I would have thought that you'd go after Sarevok directly. Who are you to threaten us? Such anger and determination. I am Cynthandria, consort to Saravok. I've been with him since before he knew of his true heritage, the heritage you share with him. He will be pleased to know I have killed you, perhaps enough that I might become his favored one again. I doubt you'll ever be his favorite one. Saravok is evil to the core. Help us defeat him and we'll let you go free. A very amusing notion. I would never betray my lord. Perhaps you should try your wiles on Tamako. I'm sure she'd be more receptive to your overtures. I could never understand what Saravok saw in her. Enough of that. Come, my beasties, let's make short work of these interlopers. Okay. So, it sounds like
You're a queer fellow.
we have possibly a mage.
Yes.
I do not know, but we are going to deal with that. Yeah. She kind of, yeah, she went through a shadow door. Okay.
What now, I wonder?
Okay. There she is. Everyone,
What you want?
at least the ones that matter.
Nature's
You guys
servant
keep
awaits.
attacking that one. She tried something. Oh, she tried confusion. And one person got confused. Okay.
Yes.
Where is Kaban? Kavan's there.
What
Okay.
now, I wonder?
We'll go ahead and dispel Kavan.
Yep.
In the meantime, we'll keep attacking her.
Yes, as good as done.
Peace with your
Wait.
demons before I send you to
Do not kill me, please. I will tell you where to go find my lord. The undercellars are where you wish to go. It is there that you will find Saravok. You can reach the undercellars through the sewers. Please, let me go now. I am shamed by the lack of my courage. No, you're dying. You do not give me mercy? You are more like Saravok than he would have imagined. No, you did your part, so you get to deal with this.
You've a task?
Yes.
I care not.
What now?
That's
I
kind of my
wonder?
opinion. You brought this on yourself.
Nature's servant awaits.
Are you guys going to do anything over to her, or are you just going to look at her like she's pretty?
Yes.
Apparently that's what
as
you're going
you
to do.
direct.
Okay. What do we have here? The Dyer is Saravok. Diary. 14th of Elent, 1367. Today, Cormier has instilled a ban against the Iron Throne from operating from within their borders. While this is a great blow to the Iron Throne, it is perfect opportunity for Ralter to approach the Throne High Council with his proposal. If things go well, we should begin the operation within the year. 25th of Marpanath of the same year. Daveron has sent a message to Ralter informing him that the mines at Cloakwood have been drained and are ready for use. This revelation should help greatly in convincing the Throne High Council. 2nd of Nighthall of the same year. The Iron Throne Council has agreed to support Ralter's plan. He has been given all the resources he needs as well as leadership of the project. I have expressed interest to my father, and he had promised to include me within the operations along the Sword Coast. He mentioned Mother in our conversation, how I wasn't to be unfaithful to him as she had. How I wasn't to be unfaithful to him as she had. He made it clear that I would suffer her fate if I was. His threats are weak and hollow, and I shall listen to them for only so long. I have decided to take this time to make my visit to Candlekeep. I have waited a long time to research the prophecies of Alando, and I must know if the dreams speak the truth. I will not believe the words of phantoms without proof, and the priest of Baal I confronted gave me nothing. He was old and died quickly in my grasp. If the words are true, I shall surely groom stronger acolytes than this. 11th of Chess, 1368. My research has gone well. The monks here at Candlekeep have been quite helpful. From what I have read, it would seem certain that the blood of Baal does indeed flow through my veins. His prophecies are, of course, ambiguous, but I understand them. He foresaw his coming death. The children born as a result bear the marks of chaos, have power with no direction, and shall feel the blood of a god within them. The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise. It does not explicitly say, but obviously this means that death wrought by the children will cause them to ascend. Fitting, and since the Father was the Lord of murder, proving one's worth must involve an act in accordance with his portfolio. I begin to see what I must do. Death on a godlike scale. 3rd of Tarshak, same year. The monk Gorion troubles me. He seems to have taken an interest in my readings. I must be careful to be more clandestine in my research. I wish I could simply kill him, but I doubt I could safely murder him within this damnable library. 11th of Tarshak. I had a dream this night. My mother was talking to me, but as she did, her face became bloated and discolored. Her voice became weaker as she spoke, telling me to save her from Welter. I could see the garrote cutting into her neck, but I did nothing. It was only a dream. 27th of Tursak of the same year. I take my leave of Candlekeep now, and not a moment too soon, for I'm sure that Gorion has preceded my heritage. One thing that I'm certain of, Tailyon is, in actuality, one of Baal's brood as well. Tailyon has all the markings, and it would explain Gorion's curiosity of my studies. Though there is nothing I can do now, I will have to make certain to return and kill the little brat. It would be foolish of me to let one of my siblings live, especially one being brought up by the Harpers, and I am sure that is where Gorian's allegiances lay. 5th of Myrtle, 1368. Today, I met with Realtor in Baldur's Gate. The fool still insists on calling me his son, and for now I will let him. He assumes that I am loyal to him because he raised me. Well, loyal I am, but only as long as he is useful. He set up a base in the mansion of the destitute noble family and says that everything is running smoothly. Moldahay has established himself at the mines of Nashkel, and his kobold minions should be already busily contaminating the iron ore. Only a few slaves have begun to mine out the ore at Cloakwood, though Realtor assures me that once the bandit raids begin, we'll have a steady supply of new slaves. 8th of Hammer of 1368. I met with the leaders of Chill and Black Talons. I have little liking for Erdendor, the leader of the Chill, but Tazok seems to be a man of his word. It's a good thing, as I'll have to work with these mercenaries for the rest of the year. 3rd of Tarzok, 1370. Everything proceeds well. The ore coming from Nashkel has started to deteriorate, and my mercenaries have been doing a fine job at destroying any iron caravans en route to Baldur's Gate. Though some of my mercenaries have been captured, most think they work for the Zents, so no trouble has fallen on the Iron Throne. I'm sure that the Zents at Darkhold won't be pleased to know that their name has been falsely used. I will have to be wary for Zentish agents in the coming months. 28th of Tarzok, 1370. I think I now have time to deal with that old codger Gorion and his little whelp. I will have to inform my men that I'll be gone for the next few weeks. Question of Myrtle. Okay. No time to write, but I must not neglect my journal so. The future dead must know how the Lord of Murder again came to them. I shall hire a scribe when time allows. Things have not gone completely as I had planned, but I will still be able to salvage the situation. Tailyon is on the move to Baldur's Gate. If I can maneuver the whelp to Candlekeep, then I would have the perfect scapegoat for my plan. My mortal father, Realtar, is there to meet with the Knights of the Shield. He has been blocking all my attempts to escalate the hostilities between and Baldur's Gate, and these meetings will only serve to smooth relations. I must rid myself of them all and assume control of the Iron Throne myself. I cannot allow petty business and monetary concerns to interfere. Terribly sorry, Father, but my true parentage calls, and you are in my way. I shall be sure to instruct the Dopplegangers in the exact manner Realtar should die. I think a garret would be perfect for the task. This diary looks important. You should probably keep it on your person. Okay. What about the next thing? Let's check both of these out, and of course we'll grab this. Next note. Saravok, I've received your letter and am quite overjoyed by your proposition. I have told my wife, and she is excited as I am. I accept your mission and think of your payment is very adequate. This will be our grandest feat yet, to kill 3 Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. We will be arriving Baldur's Gate within a week and should be taking up our usual residence at the Undercellar. If you wish to contact us, you will find us there. Use the access points through the sewers. Joyfully yours, Slythe. And then we have one more. Sarevok, I must say that our first victim was not the challenge that my wife and I had expected. The foppish idiot had only the most token of defense. However, I can assure you that Entar screamed quite deliciously all the way to the end. I hope that this next mission is more difficult from what you have told me it seemed to be. Assassinating 2 Grand Dukes in their own palace while they harrow the high nobles of Baldur's Gate, no less. I can't wait. You still know where to find us. You should come down to enjoy the pleasures of the Undercellar yourself, but if I know you, that'll never happen. Your obedient servant, Slythe. Okay, so we have a journal, which says to keep. These we probably don't need to keep, but we're going to keep them on us anyway. And then we have, of course, these other notes. Looks important. And I do think you need all 3 items, because then you have the personal diary of him as well on top of everything. So we're going to just keep everything. And I do need to get this back, and we need to see what this is. That's a cold resistance as well. Okay. So many cold resistance. You would think it'd be fire and electricity.
Yes.
All right, so enough talking at that point. Are we able to get into this thing?
You have need. I can, but try.
Yeah, okay.
What now, I wonder?
Let's see, anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else at this point.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Of course, this lady that ended up passing in her sleep. All right, so we have everything that we need.
A simple task.
So what we need to do now is pretty much head towards the main keep
Done
and confront him. Whoops,
done.
nope, I do not want that.
Done.
Everyone out. There we go.
Done.
And then,
Well,
and one more time.
done.
There we go.
Well, of course.
Out we go.
Yeah.
We do need to rest, because I need to make sure, I need to change our spells, and to make sure that, because if we're going to be in a tight room with a bunch of other people, we want to make sure we have very single-focused spells, and possibly crowd control type spells.
Well, of course.
We did take out 2 of his most powerful agents, which is good. Alright, so
A
let's
simple task.
head this way.
You said something.
I've decided to pretty much get to near the end game aspect of the game. Where are we? Oh, we are not even... We're in the total wrong spot of where we need to be.
And done.
Alright, let's come up here.
I serve the flaming
Nope,
fist.
we're out.
A simple task.
I love that. Serve this flame fit. Nope, we're done.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Alright, let's get everybody over here. Alright, let's look at our spells. Single. We won't need knock in this particular part of the game. I do want a horror. We do not want area effect if we can avoid it. So let's get some single arrows. We do have a confusion, which is good. Alright. Young lady, I have you with a monster. That is going to be good. Haste, that will be very helpful. Remove these knocks. We will not need these, most likely. We will want some horrors. I'm going to use you more as a horror person. Maybe with... Yeah. Let's do a Agonizer Scorcher. And, yeah, we're going to want more... Let's see, you're level 7. What, let's see, 2nd level, 5th level, 6th level. 7th level does 2d6 and paralyzes. Okay, that could potentially be good. So let's go ahead and leave that. Okay, priest. Commands, those will be very useful. Holds. Let's see. Find traps won't be as important here. Let's see. Just hold spells would be very important. Identify, yeah, or animate dead, that'll be helpful. Yeah, this buff, that'll be helpful. What is this? Protection from evil, yeah, not so important. Let's see. What is this? Resistance. We do not have really anything that she can use inside, which is depressing. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just get, we'll go ahead and just leave these. That's fine. And the heal and the blast, we'll leave that. Okay.
What now, I wonder?
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such
We'll
as
have a
yourself.
noble. Why not? Okay.
Where to now?
Let's head on out. Alright, let's head towards the palace if we can. We're going to save here.
Of course. Yeah.
We're going to come down,
Done.
go back up.
Done.
This should be where the palace is. Yes.
Done and done.
We have everything that we need, so we should be able to get in.
Hello.
Bill, could we get in, please? Greetings. I assume you come to the palace for the coronation of Sarevok. Well then, I need to see your invitations. Here's the invitations. Could you let us in now? We are in a hurry. Don't be so impatient. Let's just take a look at these invitations. Yes, they do look authentic. Alright then, you can enter. Alright, in we go.
You must gather your party.
I serve the flaming fist.
Could you please hand over your invitations to the palace? Here are the invitations. Thank you very much. You may pass now. Alright, so this is where Saravok is. Okay. It gets messy really quickly. I will tell you this right now.
I do not fear death.
Alright. Let's go and save. Let's go ahead and go in. Come on, guys. In you go. Now that all our guests have arrived, we can begin the ceremony that you have all been waiting.
As all of you know, this is a special occasion for the city of Baldur's Gate.
It is time for a new person to join the ranks of the Grand Dukes. I do not wish to downplay the tragedy that we suffered from the loss of Entar's Silver Shield, but this is not the time for us to show grief.
The votes have been tallied from those submitted by the landowners. The result was nearly unanimous.
What of Duke Elton? Has his condition improved at all? If he dies, who will replace him? What about the rumors of Arm mobilizing for war? Why aren't we preparing for war? With our iron shortage, how are we to defend ourselves? Who will give us the iron we need? What of the Zentarum? I've heard that they may be somehow involved. I believe that Elton was poisoned by members of the Shadow Thieves. They're obviously trying to kill our leaders.
All of your questions will be answered in due time. You need not worry.
Entar was killed by Shadow Thieves, agents of Arm. If it isn't obvious to the rest of you, it's obvious to me. Arm wants a war.
The evidence we have about Entar's murder does resemble the work of the Shadow Thieves, but...
Resembles? That's ridiculous! The signature left behind on the body was the mark of the Shadow Thieves. Are you blind and stupid, woman?
If I may continue, the signature left behind was very blatant and could have been put there to mislead all of us.
Who would want to mislead us?
Perhaps I could interject something before this meeting degenerates into meaningless bickering.
We are here to welcome our new Grand Duke, so perhaps we should get on with it. Introducing the new Grand Duke, Saravok and Chez. I'm honored to be here before such a respected assemblage of noblemen. I accept my new position with full awareness to my new responsibilities, and I will have many of them. I would like first to address many of the questions that have been asked earlier. The rumors of mobilization for war are entirely true, as is in the involvement of our Zentarum cohorts. But do not worry, we are not bereft of a defense. Although the recent Zentish attempt at the privateness of the most valuable war resource, iron, has weakened us, it has not crippled us. When my father was most recently murdered, I inherited his control over the western branch of the Iron Throne. They have a great deal of stockpiled iron, enough for all our needs. I will give this to the city to do with as you will. Unfortunately, our greatest military commander lies on his deathbed, a grievous blow to this city. To ensure that the Flaming Fist is well led, I will be assuming control of the mercenary regiment with permission from its current steward, Angelo.
Wait one moment. That is not in your power to decide.
Shut up! Let Sarevok speak!
Instead of waiting for the war to come to us, we will take it to them. With a flaming fist, we should be able to easily take the town of Nashkel, and then quickly fortify the mountain pass through the cloud peaks. What? Who dares to interrupt? Yep, okay.
You're a queer fellow.
Gentlemen, ladies, everyone attack anything that's nearby.
Nature's
Bless.
servant awaits.
What is your command?
Strength. Let's see where we're
Can I
at. Okay.
help you? If
We
none
need to
of
take
you
care of these doppelgangers as
Yes.
quickly as we can. We're going to cast Horror.
What do you want?
And you're going to just start attacking pretty much one at a time here. Make sure we got everyone doing something. Alright, that somewhat helped. Unfortunately, we made some other people scared. That was not supposed to happen. But while they're in horror, we can focus on the ones that are not in horror.
You have need of me? If none are better. Don't bother me.
Hello?
Okay, you got the strength.
Thy temper
Killer.
shield.
Yes, O omnipresent authority.
Where are you at? Oh, you're doing that stuff. Okay.
Yes?
Okay,
What is your command?
you guys deal with that?
What you want?
You got the haste? Okay. Deal with the one that's on the far side. You just died. We lost somebody. That's not good. Alright.
Now I wonder.
Yeah, deal with the doppelgangers that
Yes.
are near him.
Yep.
What now I wonder.
We're gonna deal with the one on the far side here.
For the fallen!
Where to now?
Okay? We've almost got all the doppelgangers dealt with that's near him. That's the important part. Okay, so we got that one.
I care not.
You deal with this one.
What now I
Okay.
wonder. Where to now? Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
It was lucky that such brave men as yourselves intervened on our behalf. Is there anything that I can do for you in return? Take a look at these documents we have. Saravok is the one who tried to kill you, and Entar killed and nearly killed Elton. Yeah, we have two ways. I'll take a look, but if you are wrong, the punishment for such false accusations is severe. Angelo, those men are the ones wanted on multiple counts of murder. Kill them! These men are not to be touched until I have finished reading these documents. You don't need to read that document, but since I know you're too stupid to take my advice, I'll just take your head. And that's where he attacks, and we are not going to let him.
What now I wonder.
If I remember right, he's pretty much immune to almost all spells.
You're a queer fellow.
But we'll go ahead and try and get some more extras here. Can you guys hit? That would be great.
Yes?
Hello?
I can't.
Run as you will. You cannot hide forever.
You and I aren't finished, Tailyon. I'll kill you just as I killed Gorion. The only way you'll ever live in peace is if you kill me first. Whew, we survived.
Where to now? Of course. Yeah.
I think it is your best interest to hunt Saravok and kill him before he does the same to you. I think you're right. The only problem is finding the bastard. Through the power of my god, I should be able to divine his location. Just wait a moment, and I'll tell you where he has gone. He has been teleported to the Thieves Guild. I will dimension fold you where he has gone. From there you can follow him and kill him. Good luck.
So I kicked him in the head till he was
What
dead.
is this? Seems like everyone's crashing in on the Thieves Guild these days. First that huge armored guy, and now you. You better tell me what's going on here right quick, or you're not in trouble. We're tracking down Sarevok, the huge armored guy. Where did he go? He went down the stairs right over there. He was sure in a hurry. If you're going after this guy, it'd probably be good for you to be a little bit more prepared than you look. Down there's the Thieves' Warrens, and they're really dangerous. I'll go talk to Black Lily over in the storeroom by the stairs. She'll give you some good prices on the equipment. I even hear that she sells some magic stuff. Okay, so Lily is over in the store by the stairs. Okay. Maybe in here? Look at that, he nearly died.
You've a task?
He was hurt bad. How many hit points did you have left? 4.
My temper shield.
Yeah, that's a nasty battle when you have to take him on.
Yes, Don.
Alright, where are you at? Is this you? Black
It'll be the
Lily.
darkest day you never see before I don't have it.
Alright. What will you need? Remember, cash or hit the bricks. I send no credit, especially to new recruits. Let's see what you got. Ooh, arrows of dispelling. Not bad. Cloak of protection. Don't need that. Let's see. A lot of good potions, which we will need in the future before we go down. But with everything else, we don't need just yet. So we are going to leave that alone.
What you want?
How close are you? You are still a long ways away. Okay, so going down into the Warrens is the last area that we need to go to. We are not even close to going there. Where is the Warrens? So did he state? Yeah, it doesn't show where it's at. Let's see. Maybe up here? Nope. Okay. Let's double check here and see where he says it is. He went down the stairs right over there. He was in such a hurry. If you go... Okay. So he goes down these stairs. And we still need to heal you. I'm hoping now that we've saved the Duke that we can actually not be constantly attacked. But I don't know if that's something that happens.
Done and done.
Come on, down you go.
Your end shall be quick if you let it.
Bless you all thrice over. I don't know who you be, but if you are in league with him, then cut me down. You can all go straight to Hades. May the spirits of those that built this maze take you down. I mean no harm. I'm only here to find Saravok. You got me best wishes if you're hunting him down. If you flew by me, he did, and only paused to stick me for the fun of it. Vicious bastard he is. The traps ahead will likely claim him, even if with that mage he was dragging along with him. Would you be able to guide me through the traps ahead? Ha! I mean, no. No, I wouldn't be doing that. I ain't ever seen anyone walk out of that maze alive. Not that you won't survive or anything. I bet you just waltz through without a problem. Yes, sir. I just wait here to hear about it, though. I ain't got no wish to meet the undead that maintain her, nor the jellies that keep her clean. Gotta catch my breath, you understand. Where does the maze lead? I don't rightly know, though it is said that there is a city beneath this one. Some archaeologist, smart arse sage might be able to tell you a bit more about it. It's not a proper city down there, you understand, just the remains. Not surprisingly, really, if the site that Baldur's Gate is built on is so appealing, it would figure that there would have been one built here before. I care little nothing but dead down there now. Get moving. I understand, rest you well. Yeah, whatever. Just be sure to give Saravok a shink of steel. Okay, so yeah, we do not want to go in here until we got our thief. So, a decoy escape route to fool trespassers. It's maintained by the undead, kept clean by jellies, likely enslaved by some long-forgotten thief adept at magic. It leads to the Undercity, an old settlement that once stood where Baldur's Gate is now nothing but undead now there, supposedly. Okay.
Your courage shames the others.
Thank you for your kind words.
Yep, we're not going back down. We're not going down there just yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we are not ready. We do not have our thief, and that is what I want.
A simple task.
It's not done now. Come on, guys. So this is where we'll need to come once we're
Yeah.
fully done and engaged and everything.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Wait, I must speak with you. It is that most important. Will you wait and listen? What is it you want? Good then. I'm Del3. I represent those who harp. I have been seeking you out for many weeks now. Just recently, I discovered that you had left the city some time ago. Things have changed since you were gone. I can tell you everything you need. I already know, but... No, we found out through other sources. Yeah, we kind of have finished the main part of the game, to put it simple. So we do not need these letters anymore. We don't need the diary because we gave him the diary. So all these letters and diaries can go away. Okay. Let's go and put these wands back on. And we are going to change that out. That was a nasty battle though. But we made it. Alright, anything else? Yep. Flame arrows, you get on him. Okay, anything else? Oh, there's a potion. We can sell that. We're kind of just going through this, seeing what we can get rid of and what we need to keep. Okay. And I think that's yeah, that's something we can sell too. Something. Alright.
Yes.
Let's go over here. Let's sell into the sorcerer's area.
I must talk to you in private.
I apologize for not being more
troubled
open.
times.
But these are troubled times. If I could be permitted to speak for you, I wish that there was something you should... Yeah. I believe I have something you would want to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. If your mission is worth it, then yes, I would be indeed interested. I shall explain myself in further detail when I have time. Until then, I have one thing to say, that the one who claims to heal Duke Elton's sickness is also the one who breeds it. Likely there has been signs that suggested this to you, but none have said it so plain. No doubt that you have the wherewithal to follow going through it. Your very nature seems to give you above competence. Grind's tunage could only have enhanced this. Let's see. Don't speak that name. I'll not have you sold in the memory of the only family I've known. But that was not the family that knew you and knows you now. I think you feel the pull, and I think you strain against it still. Again, you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know yourself. There are three things that are strength incarnate. There is love of life, there is fear of death, and there is family. A family that loves death would have a strong pull indeed. Can you feel it? Can you feel him? He hates you, you know. Yeah, we know who it is, but... what have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it is intended, though I hope to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Elton. Yes, I already protected him. Protect him from his own healer. I will wait near the Flaming Fist headquarters. We will speak again, and I shall have something to ask of you. Okay. Well, we've already done that, so we will go and see what we can get from her. Hopefully some experience. That'd be always nice. Alright, sell that. Some cold resistance. Anything else? Nope. I think we got everything. Look how much money we have. It's kind of, as I said, it's pretty hilarious on how much money you build up so quickly. Like at the beginning, of course, you're straining just to make ends meet. By the time you're at a certain point, you're like, money, that's nothing. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Everyone coming? Alright. Alright, Flaming Fist, headquarters. Hopefully we don't get attacked.
Of course, yeah.
Let's save, though. This is as a precaution. I don't want to lose more reputation than we already have. For all the wrong reasons. Always one of them, always way behind. As I said, I don't know if they're going to still be chasing this or not. And I'd rather not find out unless we absolutely have to.
Shh. I must talk to you in private.
I see you have sought me out, as I thought you would. I have things that must be said, things that are important to us both. I have but one condition to my discourse, and you must agree before I speak. A promise I seek, and I will accept no less. You have my word, that I shall honor my promise as best I can. I thank thee. Here's my request, though it may seem quite odd. I charge you with defeat Saravok, the man behind all your woes. You must destroy his plans and stop his schemes in his tracks. You must strip him of his belief that he can succeed in this path he follows. You must do this for me, and you must also leave him his life. I will help him to live his life as a man, not as the god he thinks he can be. I do not see such thing as possible, and he has sought to destroy me, and I have only responded in kind. Sarevok seeks to destroy everyone, not just you. You are a particular interest because of your shared origins with him. You are a possible rival, one of the few that are worthy of his personal attention. Above all else, you are family. I see that this is startling news, though likely you have suspected as much. Does this disturb you? It should not. Monsters are often closer to us than we would like to think. You are siblings, and the path's open to him and yours as well. Though he has been racing down from his earliest days, you had Gorion to guide you, did you not? Saravok had no one. He draws his strength from his hatred, from the thought of rising above those he knows to be inferior. His divine blood hungers for conquest, and this is why he must be defeated, but not killed. He serves another, but does not know it. We'll hear no more. He will die, but I cannot. Yeah. He won't let you take him alive, no matter what we try, but we can try. So, divine blood, he serves another. Yeah. The child becomes the father, or so it desperately wishes. The blood pulls, calls, and demands. The wise Alondo did say unto the ages that the Lord of Murder would perish, and his doom would spawn his mortal progeny. Chaos would be sown in their passage, but to what purpose? You have felt the hunger and heard the offerings of power. Saravok thinks they are true, and he seeks a senseless war. Slaughter of scales so grand as to defy description. He thinks it will lodge him to what? Possibly he is right. But I cannot lose him to this. Why do you oppose him when you so clearly care for his life? Saravok is... I share Saravok's company. I would do so until I die, given the choice. Oh, is this the lady that the other woman told us about? Probably. This is all you need to know. I would save the man within the beast he wishes to be. I do not believe he will survive his plan. It is all based on conjecture at best. He feels that he has been chosen, and that he will become more than he is. I do not share this belief. Gods are not known for their bequeathing their powers, especially if they have foreseen their deaths. Whatever he is, I would keep him here, grounded firmly among those of us that are all flesh. I shall strive and do what I can to see that he lives, but I doubt it's going to work. I thank you. Saravok can be redeemed, as could you, should you one day pursue the same path. For now, I shall speak of secrets to aid you. Duke Elton may be saved, but Duke Eltan Silver Shield has been killed outright. The murderers have been acted with anonymity, but I know who and where they are. You must go to the Undercellars. Return if you have already been. There you will find Slythe and Krystin, two unsavory beings that revel in the violence Saravok allows them to commit. Yep, we already met them. They are no more than animals in human guise, even by the standards of the company they keep. Kill them, and you shall know much of the plan. If you do not know where the inner cellars are, you can locate them through the sewers. You can find the entrance there. Thank you for your help. I will seek them out. There is another. Atop the Iron Throne base is a woman whose influence is poison in Saravok's soul. If she were removed, I know he would listen to reason, to my pleading. Synthantria is her name, and she holds much power in this matter. She seeks Saravok's favor as well, though she is content if he self-destructs, as long as she profits in the deed. I must go. He cannot know I have helped you. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff that we already knew, but I thought maybe we get some experience out of it. That's a shame. Alright, so we need to go to an inn and rest, and we are going to start the actual expansion at this point. Saravok is pretty much in a place that he has no power at this point. He's hiding. His power has effectively been broken over the city.
You need something, stranger.
If we wanted to, we could go after him, but we would die because there's so many traps, and we do not have a thief. Alright, so let us... Where is an inn? Alright, let's go over here. No, wrong side. Wrong side.
Serve the flaming
Yeah, let's see
fist.
what he wants to do real quick. Tailyon, where have you been? I had some business to attend to back at home, but I fear that same business has drawn me back to the gate. Well, keep your head down before they clip it from your shoulders, fool. People are saying you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne. There's a goodly price upon your head, don't you realize? I can take care of myself. Get out of the way. Stop drawing attention. A price on my head, and you'll not take it? There's trouble in the fist, Tailyon. Big trouble. Duke Elton's fallen sick, and Scar was killed supposedly in a simple robbery, but I have my doubts. It's all Angelo. He's making a power grab, taking control of the fist, and with Scar out of the way, there's nothing to stop him. I've seen him paying visits to Iron Throne, too, and I don't like it one bit. There are some of us that are still loyal to Elton, and lucky for you, I happen to be one of them. Please, for your sake and our sakes, keep your head down, and if you get a chance, sniff around the Iron Throne's base. If you find a way to talk to Duke Elton, even better, but they're keeping him in the middle of the Fist headquarters. Damn it, Angelo will pay dearly for this, and I hope it's soon. Yeah, you run into a lot of people telling you about what's going on, if you notice. Everything we've already dealt with, so we don't really... We're not caring too much, I guess is the best way to put it. But we do want to rest, and then we're going to get some spells back on. We will want finding traps again on both of you. And then we need knockback on you. I'm glad that horror spell worked. I think that helped a lot. We still lost one of them, but it did help. Alright. Do we have everything that we want then? Whoops, wrong person. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a
Yeah, come here.
sod such as yourself.
Oh, come on. There we go. We're rested.
Yes.
Let's head on out.
Done and done.
Time to start exploring. And we're going to head to Urgoth's area first.
Of course. Yeah.
Which is over here. Urgoth's Beard. 16 hours. Alright, what do we have here? The village of Urgoth's Beard lies on the banks of the river Childthar, just upstream from Baldur's Gate, in the open sea beyond. This farm-dotted countryside is usually a peaceful haven from the turmoil of the Sword Coast, although as of late the same cannot be said of Urgoth's Beard itself. The simple fishing village has become the source of many a rumor in recent days. Rumors of an ancient cult rising again, substantiated tales of a murderous creature stalking the night, and talk of a strange going on in the house of Chandelar, the powerful and eccentric mage who makes his home in a normally sleepy village. You have also heard that certainty that tours of the fabled Tower of Durlag operate from Olgog's Beard, and that it is truly a place where adventurers can test their mettle. Perhaps such a test will better prepare you to fight the darkness that threatens to destroy the Sword Coast, and you with it. Yeah, we kind of already dealt with a lot of it. So, I think what we're going to do, this is a perfect place, just as we're getting ready to start the Tales of the Sword Coast missions. So we are going to wrap up the episode here. So if you've enjoyed what you've been seeing, I'd ask you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you feel up to it, join us over on my Discord. You'll be able to find the link in the video description. And that way you can be kept up to date when new videos drop and also see what new series I'd like to do on the channel in the future. And as always, I hope to see you all next time.
This city is
Until
an example
then.
of man's excesses. Ugh, I wish we would be gone from this miserable place.